Universe according to Garp.
Seems anymore there's more and more who feel like they don't want to quit going to school.
Right.
While I was still working, I had a couple of students working for me that were about my age.
Really? Yeah, there you go. Anyway, what was I here? Oh, I know what we're supposed to do now. Let's try it. Okay, well. Sorry, hello everybody, I'm Tom. This is Tom's Guitar Show. They call me Tom because I'm often seen with a guitar.
Call you Guitar Tom.
They call me Guitar Tom because I'm often seen with a, yeah, they call me Guitar Tom because I'm often seen. I've said this so many times. I've been saying this this prequel, this prologue, now for how many years? I mean, like 20, more than 23 years now. This show started over 23 years ago. PATV, I gave you the best years of my life. But I guess what I'm saying is, this is my show about guitar players, guitar playing, and all things guitaristic. And they say they call me Guitar Tom because I'm often seen with a guitar, and I'm being seen with a guitar right now. All right, so they used to call the show and ask me questions about the care and feeding of their guitar, what kind of guitar was right for them, and things like that. You can tweet me, or you can stop and talk to me at Hy-Vee or on the street. I mean, I don't live out in the street, but I mean, I do walk down the sidewalks.
They can email you at allthingsguitartom.
That's right, Tom at allthingsguitartom.com. But anyway, it used to be a call-in show, and people ask me questions about these things: guitarrones, guitarras, sitars, lutsuds, vihuelas, banjos, balalaikas, bouzouki's, bajos, sextos, bajos, cincos, bandurias, and bandoras, and bandolins, and mandolins, and mandoras, and mandocellos, clarinets and clarinets, trombones and trombomarinas, and harpsichords, harmoniums, and harmonicas, pipe organs, piccolos, timbales and timpani, things like that. Anything musical is fine. Sax and violins on television, things like that.
Wouldn't want to leave that out.
That's right. Kazoos and, Jews harps and pixie harps, Irish harps, concert harps. I don't know, man, anything you make music on. Anything like that. We also talk about politics, world events, and your own personality problems, but we try to keep this clean as a family program. I still haven't quite figured out. See, I went to a call-in format in 1994 for this show, and during the 90s, we used to get a lot of calls because that was the thing to do. Now people don't like to talk to the phone, they want to text. We haven't gotten sophisticated enough to have a texting thing going on. Or, we have Twitter, but I'll probably look at the Twitter tomorrow morning. while I'm drinking my coffee. So it's not the sort of like live tweet thing. You know?
We're old guys. We haven't learned to talk with our thumbs yet.
Yeah, right. I talked with my. I'd rather just talk on the phone and say, hello? Okay, I'll be there. Hang up. Or actually, you don't hang up, you just. I have a flip phone, I just flip it closed. You see? All right, enough of that. So I went to a guitar shop because I'm thinking about some pickup configuration issues. I'm thinking about, well, quite honestly, I have a G&L Blues Boy thin line, semi-hollow body guitar. It's like Telecaster, basically, but it has a large empty space in it and one F-hole. I've had it in the show a couple times. But the thing is that it has two pickups. It has a humbucker, like, you know, double coil pickup like this at the bridge, at the neck, excuse me, and at the bridge it has the single coil, Telecaster pickup. My problem is that the neck pickup sounds kind of muddy to me, and it crisps it up quite a bit if I mix it. You know, if I have the position in the middle position, so I have this one, the single coil with it, but then it hums something furious. It's a fierce, horrible humming device. So what I've been planning to do is maybe replace those pickups. So I decided to go and talk to my mentor at the the Musicians Pro Shop down there, JL, who works behind the counter quite a bit. And he comes out of a kind of a punk rock background, but he wears about effects pedals and things. And pickups. So I was going to talk to him about pickups, and I've been looking at this guitar. This is a long way around, man. It's a long story. I went in there to talk about pickups and not spending any money. Actually, I'd give a little bit of money actually on the pickups I'm having put on another guitar right now. But this is about a future guitar. But while I was there, I was saying, well, you know, they're kind of like this. This is a Hagstrom, it's a Swedish guitar company. And this is what it's called, the Ultra Swede. This guitar is an Ultra Swede. So I don't know if you if you have any Swedish jokes you want to tell or anything like that. I don't know any off the top of my head, but not actually the ethnic minority I've been known to make fun of. Other people I've made fun of is a little bit making fun of Germans a little bit, and people from Minnesota mostly, because I used to play. Digressing terribly. I used to play at the Cafe Extempore in Minneapolis, and when I was back in the 80s, when I was a young fella, kind of on the folk circuit, and people would make fun of Iowans, like Iowa stands for idiots out wandering around, things like that, you know. So I of course, I've made a few. Never mind. I started telling every kind of like ethnic joke, you know, like Polish, Central European, Bohemian, whatever jokes. I just changed it to a young fellow from Minnesota. Anyway, actually, a lot of Swedes in Minnesota, aren't there? Probably.
I think so.
Anyway, never mind. Anyway, so I'm going to say I went to the guitar shop, and he sent me home with this to try. So this is not mine yet. It still has the cellophane, the plastic on the pickups. It's not all that expensive. I don't remember the price. Sorry. But it's it's made in China, of course. It's probably designed in Sweden, but it's built in China. But anyway, so we have two humbuckers. This is obviously the neck humbucker. Sounds like that. Ah, thank you. It makes things sound better. Two humbuckers, neck and bridge, together, middle position, and over here we got the. Rock on. Okay, and it also has this other switch right here, which I determined rather early on is a coil splitter. In fact, I figured that out before I even figured out where this switch was. So if I do this, that splits both my humbuckers, so they become like single coils. So I put it back here, it sounds like. See? Anyway, so I kind of like this thing. Hope I don't have to buy it. It's kind of like a little tiny Les Paul. I'm starting to like this guitar quite a bit, actually. You get a little noise on me, don't you? I sure hope there's something I don't like about it. Because I hate to have to buy a thing like this.
That's why they send it home with you.
Yeah, well. Yeah, well, they know how these things go. So.
You know, if it follows you home, you're gonna think you want to keep it.
That's right. Well, okay, so I'm gonna put this one away, and I'm gonna play some things that maybe I've already have, so I don't have to worry about it. I will say that they let me pay things off slowly, and which is just smart on their part. Yeah. In my defense, I'll say that I don't gamble or drink booze or mess with drugs or anything like that. I don't even play the stock market or anything like that. I just do guitars. So far, I managed to. The nice thing is that I don't have that criminal record following me around. But anyway. All right, I've had this guitar on the show a couple times before, and I don't know how it's going to sound here, but at home, this is, I figured something out. This guitar tends to be too crisp, too bright. I'm going to tune it up a little bit. My problem with this guitar is too bright for like amplifiers like the Roland JC40, which I've also had in the show a couple times. Didn't want to tune that one. Sorry, I'm just trying to tune it with an electronic tuner. Doesn't like it. Looks like they're all having a party out there.
Is Keaton leaving this?
Yeah, he is.
Did you have him on the show last week?
No.
Should we drag him on today? See if we're
We're working on a conspiracy.
They're gonna sing to it. That's why we have an extra mic tonight.
Wow. What was this noise? Wow, wow, wow. It's this pickup that's doing it. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't do that when I have this. Excuse me, I'm just when I use my mod tone reverb here. All right, let's use the reverb that's on the amp. Okay, I experiment with things. I'm under a lot of lights here. This is a Godin Montreal. People call it Godin, but the name is actually Godin. It's a French-Canadian company. Robert Godin, Robert Godin, depending on your accent. I've got non-specific accents in English and French. I don't know, man. But Quebecers, they talk funny up there. You know, they're like the hillbillies of the French-speaking world. But anyway, oh boy, oh wow, look at that. We should have a camera going on in the lobby out there. They're having a party because Keaton
Donna's
is
taking pictures there.
Yeah, I know. Donna's got a video going, and they're Aaron and Keaton are eating cake in a clever way, but they're linking their arms around like this, and we should put some of that on. Let's flip that. I'm interested in talking about guitars, but at the same time we're having a. That current. Okay, there we go.
No, they put a new cable on it. It's supposed to work now.
Yeah, who knows what's going on? Let's start with. we missed most of their antics. We're having our,
Tell them to eat cake in the middle of the room.
yeah, tell them to go back to their antics. We're putting them on the show. Yeah. Yeah, see? But I really like the Aaron and Keaton thing that was going on in there. This is our lobby at the TV station here. Like, move over a little bit, Keaton. We want to there. Move over there, and
Here, I'll move you.
we got those guys. There's Gerardo. He's cutting the cake, and I'm missing it all because I got to play guitar. No, oh, there's Julieta. Oh, there goes Keaton. He's running away. Yeah, well.
We have good times here.
Yeah, well, we're all. Julieta just ran away, but. So where's Erin anyway?
She's, we got her.
Okay, because
Over here with her.
there was a cake eating. You just lost your camera again there. Oh, it's back. Oh well. Anyway. All right. So this is a Godin Montreal, and what it has going for it is it has 2 humbuckers and a 5-position switch, which means some of these, some of the in between are the coil splitters. So this is the neck pickup. Oh, so I turn this off here. This is the neck pickup. It's fine, okay. This is the neck pickup, I believe, split. This is both pickups. I believe this is the neck, the bridge pickup split. And this is the bridge pickup in its full humbucking glory. Right. But if I put it here, this knob I'm turning down here is the piezo pickup. So I'll turn this one off. So I'm going to turn this. This is, okay, turn off these pickups. There's a pickup right here on the bridge. So it sounds like. So your obvious, like cheaper acoustic electric guitar that doesn't, and has the most basic piezo pickup when they're under the saddle here, would sound like a lot like this. What this allows me to do. What this allows me to do, though, is to, if I mix it with, okay, so I've got all the pickups on. I got the 2 humbuckers, not split, in their full humbucking glory, and the piezo all at the same time. I get. So this is a really different kind of guitar. I suppose I can turn this down a little bit, and I get some of the same. About halfway. Get all the way. It sounds like this. Which sounds very different, I think, from if I turn the. Okay, I'm turning down the magnetic pickups again. I get. Turn those back on. Shimmering tone. Hang on, I'm going to do some, put a little more of this, a little bit more of this. So what I got, this monster guitar. So I got this. This is a few years old. I got it used months ago. And this is like it was like one of their top of the line guitars for a while. Made up there in French Canada, Quebec. So if you know, this just has a voice that no other electric guitar has. I had a Dean that had the same kind of configuration, a Dean guitar, which is actually quite a cool. It's flat black. But it didn't sound as good as this, and I didn't want to, but I sold it to West Music. I think it's hanging on the wall out there. Really nice guitar, but this one's better. And of course, it's like it's a hollow body, semi-hollow. So. All right. Yeah. Actually sounds pretty good. I get a lot of hum off of my spring reverb on this is a Fender Princeton amp here. And what I was nattering about earlier is that this guitar is like too crisp for most situations. And this amp here is kind of muddy. Now I have, as I say, I have kind of muddy sounding guitars that sound great through like the Roland JC40 amp, which is too crisp for me in some guitars. This amp is kind of muddy, and I was thinking about getting rid of it, but what I've discovered is that if I use it with a like a kind of a too crisp guitar, because this one has the piezo pickup. Without the piezo, it sounds like this. Kind of muddy. But with this on, it's kind of too crisp. But here it sounds, I like this sound. So that's what I've been doing with that lately. And just to compound the madness a little bit more and make the situation more complicated, I brought yet another guitar with me. Not to mention the banjo ukulele behind me. There's if you can see it, but back there, see there's a little banjo back there? I have plans for that. Never mind. Yeah, hey Bob, what sounds worse than a banjo?
A ukulele,
Yeah, what sounds worse than that?
an accordion.
Yeah, but between that and that is the banjo lately.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing sounds worse than an accordion, but, well, I have a joke, and I don't know if it's an original joke or if I modified another joke, and I don't know if it's the original, but as you probably know, with your vast knowledge of English folk music, there's an old song that's been around for at least 200-300 years, or at least 300 years, called "Over the Hills and Far Away." I think it's about joining the army and being part of the English Empire. But so the question one would ask is,
isn't that the question you ask bagpipe players?
that's right, bagpipe guy playing the bagpipes, and you ask, and you say, "Do you take requests?" And the bagpiper says, "Yeah, sure." So, "Play Over the Hills and Far Away." Anyway. I know people. I mean, I tell jokes to people, and it's something they don't get them. Like the one that you helped me with, I had a different version of it, but what did the banjo player get in his IQ test?
Barbecue sauce.
Exactly. So some people don't get that. So you helped me with that one because I had another, the more, vulgar. Well, there's a drummer joke, and what did the drummer get on his IQ test? Drool, which isn't really funny. But barbecue sauce is about the perfect joke.
Yeah, now the drool is, that's how you know the stage is level.
That's right.
The drummer drools out both sides of his mouth.
That's right. Well, you know what hey, Bob, how long does it take to tune a 12-string?
Nobody knows.
That's right. Never been achieved. I'm attempting to do that with an electronic device on the floor here. I don't know. I'm becoming dependent on these things. I'm afraid of what's going to happen next. Sometimes I think about going and picking up a smartphone. And, I mean, not just picking it up, but buying one and using it. And that way lies madness. I'm at the point where I'm starting to use tuners. Let's see if this works. All right. Turn the reverb down a little bit on this one. This has a. So I have the Fender Princeton amp here, and it has a spring tank. It's a spring, an actual like boing boing spring, as opposed to electronic, facsimile thereof. So okay, so this is a Reverend. I forget the name of this one. I used to know. I could probably look inside and find out, but this is the Reverend. Don't say it, does it? Oh well, this is the Reverend 12-string semi hollow electric, and it's. You all know how 12 strings work, of course. You got your first two strings, your E and your E. They're the same. The next two, both B's are the same. And after that, that's your normal G, and then you have this one an octave higher, or something close. Hence the problem tuning it. And then D and high D, A, E, I. So you get this. If I go this way. It's a regular guitar. If I go this way, you get that. I rather like this guitar. I'm going to play it, but the thing is, you can't quite tune a 12-string. You can only get it sort of evenly out of tune. Yeah, let me turn this off a little bit, down a little bit more here. There we go. Actually, this is sounding pretty good. So this guitar also is too bright, too crisp. Like through a lot of my other amps, I have a modest collection of amplifiers. And the one thing, if you play electric guitars, is matching the amp with the guitar with the effects. Which reminds me, what would happen if I did this? Turn this off entirely. That probably sounds better. Okay. So I have my Mod Tone Coliseum reverb instead of my spring reverb. When I had the Mod Tone Coliseum reverb pedal on the floor here when I was playing the Montreal, the Godin Montreal, I was getting all kinds of noise, sort of noise, whatever is going on, interference. This one actually sounds better with the Mod Tone Coliseum on its fake spring. What would happen if I turned on to the Grand Hall? This is an electronic reverb. That's pretty,
Would you like to mention where you're appearing this week?
oh, yeah, I was just gonna say, this is pretty full sound. Well, I think I've got a bunch of gigs. I think I got one on Sunday. I got one tomorrow at Hampshire, but I think it might be a private event. And I don't know what the deal is going to be. I better find out. Which also reminds me, Buzz, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, I might have to reschedule your lesson, man. I want to get Buzz on the show, so we can play electric guitars or acoustic. Somebody play some guitars together. But anyway, guy named Buzz. Anyway, yeah, I'm at Hampshire tomorrow from 5 until something, and then I'm at Tuscan Moon on Friday and Saturday this week. Supposed to start at 6. I'll probably be a little late, like 6:30. Maybe it might be your last chance to be out on the patio. And by the way, Mr. Skopinski, we should keep track of the time. If it gets about 10 minutes before the hour, we have to, and so you should be prepared because we have a little bit of a thing. Okay, so about 5 minutes. Okay. So yeah, it might be your last chance to be out on the patio at the Tuscan Moon in beautiful downtown Kelowna. Of course, it's sort of a well, if you're indoors, it's a white tablecloth kind of joint, but outdoors we have the outdoor tables, and it's really been nice. I mean, it's been really nice because when the sun goes down earlier, you get all the little candles and the little lights strung around, and it's very nice. But I'll be there Friday, Saturday night. I'd recommend making a reservation. It's been pretty busy. I got something going on Sunday too. I don't remember what. I think these are all private events though. These other gigs. I have a lot of gigs this month. Actually, I worked in it. So I want maybe you can help a little bit on this stage management. We need a little shindig in about just like 3 or 4 minutes from now. We're going to do a thing that. Now I asked Aaron, the tall Aaron, to help me conspire. So we'd want that Aaron, the other Aaron, the short Aaron, or shorter Aaron, and Donna and whoever else to come in here, equipped with ukuleles. Yeah. I wonder if you could go out there and like. So I don't. There might be back partying somewhere, but they better get busy here pretty quick. Are they out there? Well, I don't know what I'm going to finish my show off with guitar-wise. I think I'm going to have to lean this one up against the wall, though, and turn the volume off. Anyway, here's my Reverend. I forget what this one's called. It doesn't seem to say on it. I've just forgotten. But it's a semi-hollow body. Okay, I'll put this over here, and a gentleman is somebody who knows how to play a banjolele, but chooses not to. Come on in. We got to get these microphones somewhere nearby. We can put over here, or you can go over here, or I can go over here, or something. Aaron, I'm afraid the other Aaron is going to have to act as our music stand. She's way overqualified, and we got to get Keaton. You got to get in here, man. And Julieta, you get in here too. Everybody. Special K. Come on over here, man. And everybody, come on over here.
We're losing your head a little bit, Tom.
Oh yeah, okay, well. It wouldn't be the first time.
True.
All right. Well, we're going to we got a thing to do here, and come on, Aaron. You're okay. You're probably the most photogenic of anybody here. You at least you fix yourself up a little bit. So she's gonna. You have to hold this so that we can all see it. I don't know if you can like merge or. Yeah. And then we can see. Okay. So Aaron here is going to be the music stand. I'm sorry. I don't. If you can like a little more how's that? How's that? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is for Keaton over here, who has chosen to desert us and move away. He's our trusted member. Yeah. miss you, man. I'm gonna miss you. I can't help myself, but I guess we're gonna have to do, you know.
Yeah.
We'll have
You've still got a guitar on.
Well, I still got to do the Tom's Guitar Show. I don't know why, but anyway, that's Keaton. I'm sorry, man. Maybe you'll come back. Probably not. Nah, you won't come back. Yeah, yeah.
Just gonna turn away and never look back.
Yeah, don't look back. But anyway, so and I thank you too for your.
You're welcome.
And of course Donna's singing abilities. So I guess that's it then. I missed the party out there. You probably wrapped up the cake and everything by now, but.
No.
Well, I'll be back out there in like 10 minutes. So.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. It's been.
Save you some.
Yeah. Okay. She was. Well, that was sad, but. They come and they go, you know, around
Come on
here.
down. As you see, there's an opening at PATV.
Well, no, I believe we've filled the positions. But we have hired two.
Ah.
It took two employees to replace Special K there. I've been calling him Special K, just because I'm starting to give people nicknames. Although it's kind of distasteful. Donald Trump tends to give people nicknames. And of course, being special could be a good thing or not. You know, it depends on how you, in what way.
A special ed.
Yeah, well, I know, as a banjoist, I know his name is Ted, and I think he just had a reading problem, you know, a dyslexic problem. But so in a small town, he lived in a school, he had problems, and so they called him. His name is Ted. They called him Special Ted because he was, you know, remedial. Anyway, never mind. All right. Well, let's see. So I think we've covered all the other things. Let me put this here. Okay. So anyway, I do like this guitar a lot. This is the first time it's been on the show. I've had it for a while, but as I say, I hadn't figured out how to make it sound the way I wanted it to. And so I had, you know, I hadn't brought it on the show. And I had this revelation that my problem was not the guitar, it was matching it up with the right amplifier. So my new thing, of course, is having the amp, the Princeton. See, you know, what happens, I don't know if you experienced this, Bob, but yeah, you buy the guitar, and then you have this remorse, you see. And
I can't say that I ever bought a guitar.
oh, there you go. Well, I can't say that I bought one today, although maybe I'll buy this one. I don't know. It's all I have to do is just not take it back, and they'll put it on my account. And I already owe money for a couple pickups I'm having put on another guitar, and yet I have another guitar I want to put different pickups on, and I'm sure they'll make it on the show. But see, I want to put maybe either a rail hammer or an alumitone on the neck pickup of my G&L Blues Boy. See, that's my guy. And then, but I have to figure out something for the.
And I'll bet there are guitar nerds out there that know what that means.
Probably are. Alumitone and is a lace pickup company. It's a different technology. And then the rail hammer is another thing. That's why they put them on reverence. Anyway, but I have to decide what to put on the other, the bridge pickup. But anyway, this is kind of. So I have regretted buying this 12-string guitar and this Godin Montreal and this Princeton. I thought I should have got the 65 reissue instead of the 1968 reissue. But I have discovered that because it's kind of muddy, it like, I mean, I think that sounds great with this guitar too. Bye.